Greetings fellow engineers and welcome to the fourth and I think final part of this how to make a custom skin guide. And today for the first I want to show you how to add emissives to your skin, which are the glowing bits that glow in the dark. So this is again my texture for one of my skins, and all of this red stuff I want to have glow in the dark. So what you want to do is go to your DE alpha layer, and everything that should glow has to be black, and everything that should not glow has to be white. That's pretty much the whole trick. So for example, what I tend to do is let me scroll down a little bit. You see I have a lot of layers going on. I tend to put a lot of the glowing stuff on one layer, you see, and what I do after that is just make a selection of it and take a brush, and just, paint it. Paint everything that is selected. Pretty simple. And I actually see I have forgotten one. Which one is this? That one isn't important. Okay, so that's how you do it. That's how you add the emissives and the glowing parts. Pretty simple, am I right? Okay, so now for the second part. Let's pretend you have all of your textures set up in Dx9 and want to convert them into Dx11. What you do? First off, here we have the folder toolchar with all our textures we did or we just copied in. What you want to do is fire up Space Engineer's mod SDK like this. Go to Tools, Space Texture Converter, Texture Converter, and make two folders, one called Textures, one called TexturesOut, like this. Nothing in there, just make those two. Then go to Dx9 to Dx11, make a right click, edit with Notepad or which text editor you're using, and copy this whole stuff into it or make the changes like I did. I will put this stuff in the description, of course, but without this it's not going to work. And especially make sure that the folders you created are spelled like this, and like this. Okay, good. So we can close this again. And now that we have set up everything properly, what you're going to do is you go into your textures folder and copy your _DE and _NS. Make a copy of it and put it right inside the textures folder of the Space Texture Converter. See? Like this. Then make sure you have Python installed, like I told you in the first episode, and just make a double click, wait for it. Okay, and now you should have the remaining textures you need, or the additional textures you need, in the TexturesOut folder. So grab those, make a copy, or just drag them into your toolchar textures folder. Replace everything, and that's basically it. That's how you do the texture conversion for the textures. Now sometimes, and that's a small tip, sometimes it doesn't happen every time. The CM file _CM sometimes messes up, like when converting it. So let's take a look. This time it actually worked. But if it doesn't work, just copy your _DE main texture file like this into the _CM file, because sometimes it just doesn't work. And one pro tip as well, If you want to have something extremely reflective, like I do on the visors of my skins, go to channels of the _CM, make a new one, a black one, and everything that you have white in this layer will be extremely reflective. So for example, if you would like to have this one extremely reflective, just paint it white. No, I have everything visible, but I'm just gonna paint it white real quick. Okay, like this, just for showing. And now everything that is white will be extremely reflective. That's basically it. So no, we don't want to save it. So you have your textures ready. Now what you have to do is, let me see, okay, go back to your mod SDK folder, tools, MWM builder, and out. So we don't need those anymore, those are the old ones. So what you want to do is, let me just quickly show you. Right, those are the files we did in the first episode. So we are only working in Dx9. So what you want to do is, you go to this folder that we made, open those up. Actually, you only need this one, the _astronaut without the helmet. So you might see that there is something missing in our files. Well, just go ahead and copy this part, the _CM, _NG, and _ADD, and post it into your SE astronaut XML that you have located in your out folder. Just copy it in for every instance, like this and this, you know. And of course, change this part to your texture name. In this case, this would be tuchar. So let me quickly do this. Tuchar, you know, have this. You could do this with with Control F and then with the replace function, but I'm gonna do it like this for now. So okay, this is all right as well here. And be sure only to replace the actual name of the texture, not the underscore stuff, because otherwise your texture will not work and it will look absolutely stupid. So I'm gonna replace this as well, this as well. You know the deal, you know the deal. All right, so save it and do the same stuff, of course, on your no helmet stuff, you know. But beware, of course, you have to use on the astronaut head and spacesuit hood materials, you have to use the astronaut underscore head and astronaut underscore hood and not tuchar. I think that should be clear. At least I hope so. So that's it. That's basically it. So I'm gonna change that and I will see you then. Okay, I have changed everything, and now one tip or one thing you should take notice of is we have this diffuse texture underscore astronaut hood, astronaut underscore hood underscore DE. Well, I think if I recall correctly, we don't have this one, we have underscore ME. So you have two options. You could edit this one as well, the underscore hood underscore ME to be a DE file, or what I tend to use is just go to this file and rename it to underscore ME. In this case, if you do the texture slider stuff on your medbay, only the hood will be colorized. All right. So I'm going to save this for now. Check if everything is correct. Yeah, everything should be correct. Okay. And now we're going back to the out folder and activate our shortcut. Yeah, we are getting the error messages again, no problem about that. So, and as in the first episode, rename those to tochar underscore to tochar.mwm and this one to tochar underscore no mwm. So those are the updated model files for Dx11 now. Because you know we added the additional 3 layers of textures to the XML we just edited. This one now supports Dx11 and Dx9. So what you want to do now is go back to your tochar folder, models, characters, astronaut, where the old files are, and just drag them in and replace those. Okay, and now your suit should be ready for Dx11 and Dx9. So I'm gonna fire up Space Engineers and I will see you guys then. And we're back in game, and well, everything worked as intended. We are now playing the game in Dx11, and as you see, this character is also displayed in Dx11. And just a quick look. Yeah, you see the texture, you know. It looks fine. It looks fine for showing purposes. It's okay. Okay, so the next step I want to show you is how to get this skin onto the workshop. Of course, I'm not going to upload this one because it's actually crap, but you know, just so you have an idea how to do this. Okay, so I'm gonna exit. And first thing you want to do is, of course, you want to have a thumbnail. So just make a picture or do something in Photoshop where you show off your character and put a thumb.jpg right here. I'm going to show you how this looks in one of my mods. Okay, let's go to, well, this one. And for example, I have something like this. And this is the thumbnail for your skin. And like I said, just make a JPEG called thumb and put it right into your tochar mod directory. And don't mind, this one will be generated automatically once you upload the skin. Okay, so let's pretend we have done this now. Let's pretend you have a thumbnail right here. So what you're going to do now is, of course, start Space Engineers. And I think we will fit through this now together. I want you to share my pain. Okay, so what you want to do when you want to upload your skin, just go to Load World. This is the world we have the mod enabled. Go to Edit Settings, like usual, Mods, wait for it. Yes, we wait for it. God damn it. I should probably at some point clean up my mod directory because it's pretty full. Alright, and here you have your folder, tochar, where all the precious data is installed. And well, then you just hit publish. But before we do this, one last thing I want you to consider. Well, this is your mod directory. First off, before you upload it, make a copy of it and store it somewhere else. You know, that's pretty important, because Before you upload this one, you go to your textures in case you did it like I did, and you have to delete your Adobe Photoshop file because this is gonna be pretty big by the time you're done. And I don't think you want to upload this one as well. So delete this one once you are done. Of course, only in your mods2char folder directory, not in your backup save. That is again very important, so you can change it afterwards using the backup files, but in the file you're going to upload, don't put this one in, okay? So again, once you've done everything is cleaned up, you only have the files in the mod directory that you really want to upload. Hit publish, hit accept, choose character, and then press OK. Again, I'm not going to do this now because, well, this one sucks. But yeah, that's probably how you do it. Or not probably, that is exactly how you do it. So, going back to Windows now. So, I hope I haven't forgotten anything, but if there are questions left, just hit me up in the comments. I will do my best to answer them or make a follow-up video if something is pretty difficult to do. And well, I hope you guys enjoyed this pretty long guide, but I think I haven't forgotten anything, at least I hope so. And yeah, thanks for watching everybody, and this is Tartaross. I hope to see you all again next time, and as always, keep on engineering and cheers.